take two places. Go, Mike.
Got it. The evaluator for Francisco's speech is Miguel. Miguel, would you like to read the objectives for Francisco's speech? Assuming you had them.
I do not have this. I'll put them on screen.
Okay.
It'll take me a moment. All of this is leadership, right? And it comes with being a Monday. I'll put it on the screen that you don't have to work so hard. And use the evaluation form. Click here. I'm gonna just read it off. Oh, that's the one that no mistake. Make connections through networking? So
Yes.
Yes.
purpose-
Yeah, okay, great.
He's got it.
Got it. All right, the purpose statement, the purpose of this project is for the members to develop and practice a personal strategy for building connections through networking. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspects of his or her experience networking. Yep. That's the purpose.
All right. Thank you, Miguel. I appreciate that.
Time frame?
Time frame is 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you, John.
Oh.
5 to 7 minutes.
And do we know who our timer is going to be?
That is Emma. Emma's got that. And Emma is also the grammarian, right, Emma? That's the one you claimed? Yeah.
Yep.
She's pulling
As of
dual
a few
roles
minutes ago.
tonight. Thanks, Emma. All right, Francisco's speech. Francisco considers himself an inveterate networker, not only because of his effusive and extrovert nature, but because it is something that counts for a lot in our modern job market. Today, he will share a reflection on how school required him to keep his online networking persona up to par and how it helped him land a very rewarding job opportunity through LinkedIn. And yes, he will mix some Toastmasters in for dessert. Francisco Palacio Jr., online TLIs anyone, or what to do with that participant roster on Zoom. Francisco Palacio, online TLIs anyone, or what to do with that participant roster on Zoom.
Action, as Emma said. Thanks, everybody. Good evening. Networking. It's something that, in a way, can be divisive and controversial, especially nowadays that the notion of networking implies the notion of social media. The theme of tonight is how to fight inflation, and I'm going to close with that. However, the word of the day is asset. Any of you, and I wish our former VP was here, that work with human resources, they have changed the name of it, but just like we were talking about the consumer price index a minute ago, which is largely driven, and that's the historic portion of this current economic climate, is driven by a tight labor market. Personally, it's one of the tightest I've ever seen. And those of you who know me know that I would say, shocked, if not a little shell-shocked, by that last great recession of 2008, 2009. So to be here today and to think that in order to fight inflation, some of us could aspire to get a new job, why not? What's the headline today? The Great Resignation. And that's why this project of networking that I found on Pathways, I thought, perfect. I'm going to bring it up. One, because the school where I got my recent master's in instructional design intervention, they made it homework. Okay, they made it homework, and I'll show you in a little bit. I have my visual aid. Actually, I'm gonna go to the visual aid right now. I'm gonna share my screen. I only have one screen. Mine is a little big. So please tell me that you can see the little plane flying up there. Okay.
Good.
So I'm going to start with LinkedIn, of course. This is my LinkedIn page. And again, it's just for illustrative purposes. Don't mind the German. The consistency. The school wanted us to publish and have, like I've had my homework in here. I also had let me see. Let me show you the the things that I published. Okay, there they are. I went to I'm now publishing from my new position, so I'm gonna go really fast over that. Yeah, there's a lot of clouds and a lot of planes in it, but they made us publish our homework. They made us what I call it share the the finished product with the world. I've been here for a lot. I must admit, I didn't know I had this many other uh, shares. So let me show you perhaps another place that they had us work at, which many people dread. It's the Twitter. Okay, many people. Oh, I don't want to tweet. Oh my gosh, it's a chore. The the rest of the students, they didn't like it, they didn't want to do it. I've also been doing Twitter again when it was new since 2007, 2008. And in here again, this is kind of a bit of a tease of what the new job is. For those of you who know what Salesforce is, but right here, we have this other application that's called Portfolio, where we would post our portfolio. And I'm going to show that one here as well. And I'm going to, with that, stop sharing. Just want to show you how consistent they were and how relevant they became, in my opinion, to the inflation fighting strategy, which was a new job found me. That's for another speech. I'm almost at 5 minutes here. A new job that found me. And how did the job find me? At LinkedIn. Okay. So why, what for? I know it's not for everyone. So this is not for the entire audience, but for those of you who are aiming to get better as professionals, as employees, most every area of employment nowadays, you can have your profile there. You can display your assets because as human capital, we have our assets, our skill set. And the final thing that I wanted to say is one of the things that I do with LinkedIn in terms of networking is most every time I go to a Toastmasters meeting, I will look at, you're there for a while, you're looking at the participant roster, and I will see who is also there on LinkedIn. At the most recent TLI, and this is something for John and Daniel, at the most recent TLI, I think I made at least a dozen new connections. We've had conversations, including but not limited to the incoming public relations manager. I'm going to Nashville for the international convention. I hope I can bring some of this technology to the club for the sake of the club, do something live there. But why am I going? I'm going to network. It's something that I enjoy. And I think as a way to be a better professional, to keep your profile curated, and again, to add content like your speeches as you chronicle the completion of your paths and your levels, it's something that's worth doing. And at the end of the day, I'll need another speech to tell you how good this job is, how excited I am about it. Oh, by the way, something else I learned at this club. It's a remote position. So all this technology that you guys are seeing, and I'm going to change to another camera so you guys can see. I mean, this used to be for the flight simulator, but it's now half of it is for my office that I'm using this. So everything that we do in Toastmasters for most of us is something that we can take back out there to our daily lives, as they ask us at the end of every beginning and ending assessment. Michael, I'm going to stop recording now. Thank you.